You're listening to Jump on the Bat-Wagon, hosted by the Watchtower Database. Visit WDB on YouTube for video essays, timelines, fan theories, and much more from the DC animated universe. And now, please enjoy the show. Hi, listener. It's been exactly 9 seconds since we stopped recording the last episode. I'm still breathing heavily from 20 push-ups. How are you?
It's been a long time. How are you, listener? How are you doing? I got a Bubs in my lap still.
It's so weird how that happened.
Yeah.
9 seconds, 1 week, same thing. I got some stuff in a bag. I could open that up.
Oh, you said you were going to open it.
I've got to do it now.
Just so you can catch your breath?
Yeah, a little bit. First of all, Jesus Christ.
Can you stop that?
I'm sorry. I bought these little, you don't know what you're getting, but they're like mini, like Nintendo-y keychain things.
Why would you buy a thing like that?
Because
Jamie?
I got 2 of them in hopes that, what I did was, there's a spider.
Yeah, there is. He's coming my way, though.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat him. He's going to hide in your cables forever.
No, he got out.
Okay.
He's coming at you.
Do you want to crawl in my hand, dude? What kind of spider is that, I wonder?
I hate how Brian likes bugs. Anyway, I got 2 of them. I felt them being like, okay, some of these are big, some of these are small. I'm just going to open them right now and see what I got.
I have an OG Game Boy in the other room.
It's a Super
SNES
Nintendo controller.
Okay, that's pretty sick.
And the other one I hope is not the same thing. Yes, this is the one I wanted.
Oh, you got an N64 controller.
Hell yeah.
Holy shit.
You can totally see it. It has like little working buttons and everything.
Throw the SNES at me.
Okay, don't hit the dog or the spider. Actually hit the spider.
Wow.
It's got little working buttons. Do you want that one?
I don't need things.
Yeah, I know, but do you want it?
Do you want me to hang it over here? Would that make you happy?
A little bit.
Okay. I'll hang it on the lamp for you, Jamie.
Thank you. And then it'll slide down the lamp.
Eventually.
Well, before I open other things, greetings, babies, and welcome to episode 168 of Jump on the Bat-Wagon. This is where we just start out opening Nintendo things.
This makes me really fucking nostalgic.
Yeah, that's why I wanted this one.
God
and
damn.
I'm so glad I got it. Because I was like, I have like a 50-50 chance of the bigger ones. Like this could have been a Game Boy or whatever. Yeah. I'm James from the Watchtower Database YouTube channel. I'm here to show my good buddy Brian an SNES controller that can go on his backpack. That's the intention. It's a backpack buddy.
I should, okay.
I don't know if we have backpacks, though.
I got a camera bag.
Well, not quite the same thing. And I'm here to show my good buddy Brian the entire DC animated universe from start to finish. That's good buddy Brian. From start to finish. Dr. Brother Broderick, for the very first time, in the controversial airdate order. So, oh, God. I haven't done breathing yet. So he may view these shows the way human beings experienced them in the far gone days of the 1900s. Today we're
It's still too soon.
Today we're watching the Batman Beyond episode Ascension, which is the Batman Beyond Season 1 finale.
Blight.
Your prediction last time was, it's Blight Derek Powers. And
Blight Powers.
Corporate ascension of some kind. You got any specific plot predictions? How's this going to work out?
Yeah,
it's the end of the season.
He's going to try to take over the Wayne part of the Wayne Powers Enterprises.
Good call.
Who he's going to try to kill Bruce.
Okay. At the time of this recording.
2:33 Pim.
I would just leave in, that's the time that we're at right now. Batman Beyond is streaming on Max and available on DVD and Blu-ray. And if you'd like to follow along, you can head over to watchtowerdatabase.com/resources. Doing a big old stretch on the floor. What a cutie pie. Link is in the show notes. This first aired Saturday, May 22nd, 1999 at 9:30 a.m. on Kids WB. 1 week after our last episode, I wrote One Touch of Curare.
1 week after One Touch.
It's been One Touch. Aired
Curare.
This aired number 13 and produced number 13.
Do you want to get ripped?
Yes. No. God, we have to do push-ups so soon.
Yeah, you're fine. You're gonna do just fine, dude. It's been a week.
All right. Yeah, sure. This was written by Robert Goodman. Directed by Yukio Suzuki, who previously directed The Winning Edge, Bane guy, Slappers. Music is Lolita Ritmanis, your guy.
Yeah.
And animation is Coco/Dong Yang, of course.
Of course.
The entire season, I think, has been Coco Dong Yang.
Yeah, I think so.
Buy us a coffee.
Buy us a coffee and I'll stop singing like this for you.
It's the jingle Brian sings every time.
Yeah, every time.
And I'll stop singing like this for you. Except because he does it every time, it's kind of a lie. He will always be singing it. Head over to the link in the description to send us a Yoppie beverage and support the show. We'll give you a shout out in an upcoming episode.
Plus, you get, if you could do the membership, what?
I was just going to say, we never stop to say what Yoppie is anymore. So anyone tuning in for the first time was like, what the fuck did you just keep saying Yoppie? Yoppie.
No, they listened to the first episode.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Yeah, go back and just listen to the first episode. You'll immediately get it. Yeah.
And then just listen to the second episode. And then just listen to the third and the fourth.
Just about 164 more, and then you're caught up, and then everything's fine. You'll get it. What did you say, though? Look at the levels. Yeah?
Oh, Jamie would have inserted everything by this point in time.
Sure, surely.
All of the levels that we got. Like
stuff we're gonna do.
The Dylan Pollock level, you want to be that.
Yeah.
You are that, so you might as well just be that.
If you can lock in your answer, smash that like button to lock it in.
Lock it in, Bubba.
We'll give you a shout out in an upcoming episode, and we'll plug your shit. We'll also do a push up for every $1. So send us coffee for our health and breath in the microphone and your entertainment.
We've done 40 today.
Oh yeah, today's Yoppie Bevs come to us from Vitz, who bought 5 Yoppie Bevs.
Boy.
He just says, wild card, draw 4 cards and lose your turn. I'm now changing the color to red. Does that mean we don't have to do push-ups? We just play Uno?
I got a reverse card, so we do have to do push-ups.
Oh, damn it. All right, 25.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Thanks, Vitz. Thanks so much.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 1, 2, 3, 4,
5. That was pure adrenaline. Ah!
James has been doing slappers.
Yes. Ah!
You're scaring the little dog.
Well, I didn't do the drug part. I just slapped myself and screamed.
Oh, that's fine then. He doesn't mind
While
screaming.
I'm taking a breath, I'll show you what else I bought.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I don't have to open these, but so here's the deal. I went to I looked up comic shops in Big Bus, and all of them are either permanently closed or wouldn't be open until you were done at the vet. So I was like, okay, I'll just go to the mall.
Yeah. You're going to go to them all?
I'll go to them all. And when I got to them all, I was walking around like, okay, here's some kind of like nerdy stores and stuff. But they all had like, oh, I don't want this, or it's too expensive or whatever.
Yeah.
I go into GameStop, and weirdly, they have DC action figures, including one that I don't have or any form of, which is bullshit-looking Riddler from the new Batman Adventures.
It actually says bullshit-looking Riddler on the...
Yeah, he was on clearance because nobody wanted him.
But he's a bullshit-looking Riddler.
It's the new Batman Adventures Clockwork Orange-looking motherfucker.
Does he shoot hands? Is that what's going on?
No, you can just replace his hands with other hands so he can hold his cane and stuff.
Aren't those all the same?
No, they're slightly different hands.
Oh, okay. They're
and then
those are very slightly. There's 3 different types of mostly fists.
Yeah.
There's a tight fist. There's this is kind of a loose fist. And then there's he's holding a pint, but the pint glass isn't their fist.
That's for the cane. Yeah. He's holding a cock, but the cock isn't there. Fist. He's fisting. Anyway, and then I went into Hot Topic and I was looking around. Hot Topic.
And then you hit the ding.
And then I was so glad that was the right one. I wasn't sure what page of sounds I was on. Anyway, I walk in and I'm like, oh yeah, pop figures. Mm-hmm. They have Batman the Animated Series ones, like a new wave of them. And I was like, oh, I have a Harley one. I have a Batman one. Okay. I'm looking around. And then as I'm looking, the lady comes up. She's like, oh, do you have like a membership with us? So you could see if you have any like coupons or whatever on your thing. And I'm like, I might have like a decade ago. Let's look. And you got $5. Or no, it was $10. I had $10 because there was a $5 coupon from something in the past and $5 because it was my birthday month. Maybe by the time that this episode comes out, I'm already 34 years old.
Ew, that's old.
I know. Almost as old as the Riddler, which is a great segue into I bought the Riddler.
Oh my God.
It's the Batman the Animated Series good costume, but it's a new BTAS pop figure, and it's the Riddler. And I didn't intend to buy two Riddlers, but I bought two Riddlers, and you can't stop me because I already did it. I already paid the money. They won't give it back to me.
Jamie loves the Riddler. Next on Funko Pop Island.
They didn't have cool Anubis mask Ra's al Ghul, though, out there, but it does exist. I didn't see it.
Uh-oh. Well, I guess you're going to have to buy that piece of plastic in the near future, aren't you?
This is the pose that he makes when you first meet him in If You're So Smart, Why Aren't You Rich?
Wow.
All right. Let's go watch.
How do you remember that shit,
Why
man?
are you asking these questions at this point?
I'm curious as to why you know that. Does the trigger work on the underside?
It's just painted on. Bullshit.
Do the bumpers work? Because these bumpers don't work.
These bumpers don't work either. Also, this is like a super loose joystick. This is so stupid. I hate this.
Yeah, you definitely should.
Riddler's joystick is loose. And it's up to Batman to stop him.
He's loose.
Should we watch Ascension?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Is that it? Just gonna say yes. Yes, and please don't press a button.
Tell me a color without looking at what they mean.
Yellow.
Yeah.
What does it even mean? Go back to episode 1. Bye.
Let me guess. You thought of an even more demeaning grunt job for me.
Does acting chairman of the board sound like a grunt job?
How stupid do you think I am?
It's in title only, at least at first. I'll tell you what I want done and you'll do it. If you perform well, real power will follow. I need your help, son. I'm no longer able to face the public.
What are you talking about? What's going on? Oh, Dad.
Pour some sugar on me. Ooh, in the name of Blight. Pour some sugar on me. Ooh, he makes a big green light. I'm hot, sticky, sweet. Hey,
babies.
I'm drinking a White Claw. Come on, man.
He's getting litty titty.
There ain't no laws when you're drinking claws. That's what Blight said when he was sinking into the ocean.
I'm sorry, I said litty titty.
Okay.
Sing up, if you're wondering. Sing up, what you just watched. Sing up, take a listen to the synopsis. The short summary, which is sometimes kind of long.
Ding.
Hey, what happened in Ascension? This season 1 finale of Batman Beyond begins now.
Well, listener, are you ready for the description of the finale? Okay. Well, Derek Powers.
Oh, thank you, everyone. They're clapping for me pushing that button. Okay, yeah. Okay. Derek Powers.
Yeesh. He's going off the rails. He's getting extra super cyan with this radiation.
Super
he decides
Cyan.
Cyan.
He's getting super cyan.
Green. Cyan? What is it?
Yes.
Cyan.
You didn't know it was pronounced Cyan?
Dude, I didn't watch it.
All right. I thought you were just making a play on words, but instead you were just
an idiot.
I wasn't going to say.
Yeah, I knew you were.
He's going super cyan and submarine.
Anyway, so James is a big butt baby.
Yes.
But Derek Powers is like no longer able to keep up appearances. He can't keep his skin on. Mm-hmm. And so he...
Where's my skin? I just need my skin. It was a very strange line.
And he signs over the power of the company to his son. And he has a meeting saying, "Hey, everybody, I signed over the power to my son." And then some protesters. Paxton.
Yeah. They're like, "Oh, Paxton Powers shouting shit outside the building. Paxton Powers." And you're like, okay. And then it gets to the next scene and they're Paxton Powers. And you're like, what's this Paxton? Because there's Wayne Powers. So I think you assume, no, Paxton is another company. And I was like, it's the guy's name. And then immediately Terry said, who's Paxton? And he's like, Powers' son. And I'm like, oh, we really could have waited just 2 seconds.
Yeah. So
I didn't remember he said that. It's okay.
You jerk.
Thank you.
But you didn't remember his name.
It's Butt Baby.
Oh, damn it. You did know his name.
Powers.
Butt Baby Powers. So Butt Baby Powers is now in control of the company. Some protesters come in and make Derek Powers lose his shit and also all of his skin while on like live stream with his shareholders or whatever. So he loses
a much better Zoom call than the Society of Assassins has.
Yeah. So it's actually clear, even though it was on CRT TVs. Which, whatever.
It's future.
They use
CDs and email and stuff.
I was going to mention that too. So Derek Powers runs away and Paxton like finds a bat signal somewhere, launches it off and is like, hey, I need your help, Batman. And Terry throws a batarang through the light. Just send me an email next time.
I wonder if he asked Bruce about that. Like, hey, do you mind if I like dramatically enter the scene by destroying the bat signal? And he's like, I mean, I'd prefer you did. Well, all right. We had one of those. But okay, it's a relic. It's an antique, but all right.
You pulled that out of the Batcave just to destroy it.
Yeah, where did he find that? In the like Ark of the Covenant warehouse?
No idea. Anyway, so Paxton enlists Batman's help to get his father because he made a trap for him, and he's gonna kill his dad so he can have ultimate power, and then
he can ascend.
He can ascend.
He can go super ascend.
Yeah,
that's how they say it.
And
they go on a boat.
Oh yeah, so they're basically Batman becomes. It's a different chord.
I know, but you're touching the cord with the cord.
They as in Paxton and Batman lure Derek onto the boat, and Paxton's gonna kill him, and Batman's like, "Hey, don't kill him." He's like, "But I'm gonna kill him," and then things go awry, and Derek goes super green.
Derek ate his super greens. That was what that sandwich was made of.
Yeah.
He's so happy. He made a little like chibi anime face when he ate his sandwich.
And just
like, thank you, lady, eat my sandwich.
And he basically the boat is a nuclear submarine, but he freaks out, and it seems as though the sub does go down. It seems as though Derek Powers goes down, but we know he's alive.
The news like we don't see his body, much like the Joker in World's Finest or something.
Yeah. We know he's alive.
We all live in a green submarine.
Hey.
A green submarine.
Hey.
A green submarine.
Hey.
Coming up next.
Shit, wrong. That's what I was trying to do. Coming up next. The official synopsis. When Gotham finds out that Derek Powers and Blight are the same, he's forced into hiding. Derek's son Paxton teams up with Batman to help Blight, but things don't work out according to plan. Rob Schneider is a
Rob Schneider is a carrot.
You had to find out that how losing his skin in a chemical accident is not all it's worked up to be. I think this is a pretty good episode.
Yeah.
There was a couple parts where I think they could have gone stronger with the whole like Terry is being vindictive and he has a vendetta against Derek Powers.
That's the thing. If not for Bruce saying like you're being too vindictive.
Yeah, he probably would have kept going or whatever.
No. I don't think we would have known that he was being vindictive because he was just acting as Batman.
Well, but he was being he was being extra spicy about his like, oh, I turned Derek Powers into Blight. Fucking good. I hate him. And like walking away more so than any other
That
villain.
was, I think, after Bruce had said that he's being
No,
vindictive,
that's when he was flying through the air.
Okay.
It was before. They were in Wayne Manor. And then, it was like, what did he say? Like, he can be like found anywhere, even in the dark or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some good lines in this. The famous, now heavily memed line of Batman saying, "You killed my father. Do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down?" That's been turned into a meme where Batman says, whatever you need him to say. And then, do you have the slightest idea?
That was a good one. That makes sense.
Yeah, Bob Goodman was happy to find out that was a meme. is good stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't think we revealed that to him. I think he already knew. He was just very like proud of, it was on like Twitter or whatever. He was posting it like, oh, it's so cool that a line I wrote is now a meme.
That's awesome.
But I mean, there's a little bit to be said about that too, where it's like Derek Powers paid a different man to kill Terry's dad. He didn't like do it himself technically, but it's enough of it. Mr. Sulu in the water is supposedly dead, and so why would he's going to say he did it? I don't know.
He's going to say he did it.
Waterman when he comes back as Waterman.
Aquaman?
Now Derek Powers will come back as Waterman too. They'll team up as
Waterman
water buddies.
2, Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Super Cyan.
That has the worst ring to it.
I know. Nobody wants to see that movie. What do you think, like, back to back watching Touch of Curare and then this, like, which do you feel like was the stronger episode?
Touch of Curare.
Yeah. I mean, I think this was good. It's kind of cool that it wraps around to the start of the season, but it's not like a big deal. It's just
it didn't feel like a summer blockbuster.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah. Do you feel like it was like dramatic enough for like a Derek Powers finale to his character, at least in this season or whatever? Like, was it enough of a like, oh yeah, like because why I'm asking this is, to me, the whole like revelation. Wait, Powers is Blight. It's like, yeah, he's been wearing Derek Powers' clothes the entire time. What the fuck do you think? And like, we've, the audience, have known the whole season that he's Blight. So it's like the whole, I don't know, Terry figuring that out, the world figuring that out is a big deal, I guess. But Terry being like, oh my God, no way. It's like, yeah, okay.
There wasn't much weight behind that.
Yeah.
No, like if they had managed to more or less disguise and only show Powers when he was in his skin and only show Blight when he wasn't in his skin, and then you could like, you know, if there was times where you showed like just a little bit of green cracking, you're like, wait, was that a glitch? That thing I saw in that one frame? Like, you could maybe make it so this reveal was a big freaking epiphany, but yeah, it was only an epiphany for Terry.
Yeah, well, and it's like,
and Bruce.
If you had gone the whole season trying to hide that he's Blight, like he'd have to, you know, when he goes Blight mode, he's got to put on some sort of Blight costume or something. And like, you got to, but it'd be so hard to hide, like, where did Clark Kent go? And now Superman's here the whole season. But
you could.
Everyone in the universe is fooled by that shit. So, you know.
Yeah.
The cast of it.
Oh, okay. My God. Okay.
It's Will Friedle as Terry McGinnis / Batman.
Will
Friedle. Kevin Conroy as Bruce Wayne. Sherman Howard as Derek Powers / Blight. Carrie Elwes as Paxton Powers.
No fucking way.
This is his only DCAU acting credit.
Oh, no fucking way.
Of course, you know him as Wesley in The Princess Bride, Robin Hood and Robin Hood Men in Tights, Dr. Gordon in Saw. That's for Scotty Cameron. Jerry in Liar Liar. You're scared of the claw, Blight. Garrett in Quest for Camelot, apparently, is like the main guy in that. I didn't know that. He was also a production assistant on Superman 1978 and 007 in Octopussy in 1983.
Wow,
I didn't know these things.
Yeah. He was also in Hot Shots.
And a bunch of other stuff.
Other things. So many things.
A bunch of things. Miguel Sandoval as Mendez. He was previously Dr. Number 2 in Unity. Oh, the thing I said, whatever he said.
Unity.
Tress McNeil as Miss Winston. Here's your sandwich, sir. I'm leaving now. John Rubino as virtual news anchor. He was previously Museum Guard in Catwalk, Dr. Vale in The Way of All Flesh, helicopter pilot in Identity Crisis, and Doctor Number 1 in Meltdown.
But what about Richard Cheese?
I know. Why didn't I get him? And Victor Gardell as Guard.
Victor Guard.
It's in his name. He was Juan Bolsa in Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad. This is a character I'm unfamiliar with or forgot. And Ramon in one episode of Knight Rider.
Knight Rider.
Full of night. That was the subtitle.
Knight Rider. He rides.
He nights. At night. He night. Oh, he night. I think I Mandela affected myself that I didn't realize it was Knight Rider.
It is.
Yeah. And I was just like, when I was writing it down, I'm like, what? Did IMDb get the name of the show wrong? And I was just like Googling it like 30 different ways. Like, how is everyone wrong? I'm clearly right that it was Knight Rider at night. But nope.
I think it feels better that way. I remember thinking that in the like, I don't know, 1950s, whenever it came out.
Yeah.
When
you were 20 years old.
When I was like 20 years old. Yeah, it doesn't quite Knight Rider. Like, you don't ride a knight.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Now you know.
I do. Now the listener knows too. This episode, this is Trivs. This was a Triv that was on the DCAU wiki. It says this episode hints that Miss Winston, his like secretary lady or whatever, harbors romantic feelings for Derek Powers. Did we really get any hint of that besides, here's your sandwich. Oh man, that's sad that you're a skeleton.
No, we do not get anything other than that. And that's a lot to read into.
And I would assume
by someone looking at someone.
Well, yeah, I think we've seen her a total of 3 times, and this is the last episode she appears in. Where I think that
I really like the relationship arc, though.
Yeah, I know.
Like I'm really connected to it.
Her relationship arc with Blight.
Yeah.
Give him a sandwich. Look sad.
God, yeah.
But it says in issue number 8 of the Batman Beyond tie-in comic, she becomes the supervillain Vendetta, seeking revenge on Batman and Paxton for Derek's demise.
Oh, okay.
Batman's final encounter. No, I mean, I knew that obviously, but I like this episode. When I wrote that down, I thought, oh, there must be something I forgot from this episode of like her, saying or doing anything that would make you feel like, oh man, Derek Powers. She's just like there, and then Batman says you shouldn't be here, and she goes, oh, okay, and runs away.
Yeah,
there's the entire thing.
But the person that I love.
But I do think
Batman,
that the only other times we've seen her, she just sees Derek as Derek, not as Blight.
Uh-huh.
So I guess it would make sense for her to be like, oh man, he's a skeleton boy, and I don't like him. But whatever.
But there's so much to bone. Get it?
He's got a femur in his chest, like you pointed out. Just like a T-bone.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that is cartilage, and it wouldn't really show up on an X-ray.
Whatever. He's a bone man. Batman's final encounter with Blight mirrors that of Batman and Joker in Batman 1989, where Batman/Bruce Wayne accuses the Joker, Jack Napier, of murdering his parents, which the Joker answers with confusion, since both Joker and Blight murdered countless people and would not remember specific victims. And that's it. The end of Trips.
The whole specific victims thing, like they wouldn't remember specific victims, I don't think that's true.
Yeah, you think they would, they're such bad people that they would forget. He's done it so many times.
I mean, like, my thought is like waiting, like my years waiting people, probably dealing with like thousands of people. I could still probably like pull out like 20 unique customers. So I was like, they were
so good. I like them a lot.
Like they were great.
File paperwork.
I don't know. That's semantics though. I don't need to be getting caught up in that.
No. So caught up in death, little girl. That's what we're doing all the time, is singing rock songs from the 80s. Keen effects.
Just Derek and his bolty boys.
Yeah, Derek and his shooty greens.
Shoot greens.
He shoots the greens. I mean, I like, of course, the glowiness.
His garlic scapes.
What?
Green shoots.
What?
Like the garlic, like the
scapes?
Yeah, you can.
Super Saiyan? I'm unfamiliar with this term, scapes.
You said green and shoots.
And ladders.
I was thinking of like vegetables that have shoots, and like garlic. It has
lost me completely.
Shoots. They're called garlic scapes.
Okay.
This is really funny if you grow garlic.
The garlic fans out there are losing their minds. The glow on him when he does stuff, especially when his face is like cracking open during the meeting. He's in the meeting, oh, Dad, your face, stop, and it's cracking apart. And I like how he's like, let me wipe the fish goo off of you, and just flakes of his skin come off. You fucking idiot. I do like that about Derek Powers is like, I mean, the whole time he's been just like, pissed off at everything and just having a they're like, oh, sir, your temper is I know. Fuck. I mean, sorry.
He wouldn't apologize. Come on.
No, I know. Like he's like realizes he's shouting or whatever. But I mean, mostly Blight stuff in this. The bat signal painting in this guy was cool, even though it was inverted for some reason. Like there was light where the bat was and the ring, but not in the negative space where there should be light. It was reversed for some reason.
I didn't catch that.
But it was cool to see the bat signal, like the exact one from Batman the Animated Series. It was neat.
Yeah. Keen. It was super keen.
Yeah.
So big green lights.
Mm-hmm.
The rave party with the submarine going down.
And the get into that. He's having a party in the submarine.
Slow down, Maurice.
Yeah.
He's in there raving.
Derek Powers was in here last night raving.
Yeah, I definitely did that like backwards, but that's fine.
Yeah, it's whatever. I thought it was interesting. I've not noticed this, if this is the case, like in the past or in the future in the Batmobile, but like, you know, everything's red inside the Batmobile, but red. Terry's eyes are still white.
Yeah.
Like, I guess that's cool, but I couldn't remember if that's normal or if that was something in just this episode. So I don't know. You don't know either.
I know.
Okay, what's the answer?
White.
All right, probably.
Okay.
I don't know.
What are we doing here?
I don't know. We had such a good intro. Now we're just flailing. Jordan Blumen's Musical Minute. That's what we're doing.
Hey, music. Now over to the Musical Minute. Let me just check the time here. Yeah, it's 7:08 p.m. and the fight scenes still have cool music in this show. I really like the low piano stuff at the very beginning of the episode. I thought that sounded like something that could easily have appeared in BTAS. I thought that was neat. Love the little bit of brass that goes on right before this just badass epic guitar chord when we pan up to see the bat signal. Kind of classical heroic sound that is appropriate for a relic of the past in this universe. The synth that's going on when Terry is tracking down Blight and kind of sticking around in the scene or two after that lends this awesome sort of sad atmosphere to everything, and it makes for a really good lead up to when Terry reveals that Blight killed his father. Just a neat emotional sound in there. And as Blight goes critical during the big fight, the electric guitar just gets more and more chaotic throughout the scene. I thought that was neat. Never apologize for loving your fandom, and try to stay optimistic.
Thank you, Jordan. I won't.
I will.
Stay optimistic.
That's true.
Apologize. Just like Derek Powers.
It's too late to apologize.
That's what should be playing while he's outside of the boat. Lights are coming out.
It's the weirdest. You're gonna have to find like a dance remix of that song though for that to make sense.
No, he was in here last night raving.
So like worst rave song ever.
That's why he's so mad.
I wanted Darude Sandstorm.
Did he? I mean, obviously someone got Paxton. Oh no, Paxton climbed up the hole.
Yeah, he made it out first.
Batman is like holding two full-grown men with pretty like large bodies, and then he's just looking up at the like one person sized exit of the submarine. And it looks like he's in this kind of like, how do I do this? What do I do thing? And then it just cuts to the outside of the submarine and he's got him. And I'm like, all right.
He's like, that's where I'm going to fit through with both of these men.
Yeah. There's the exit.
Two men, one small hole. Three men, one hole.
Yeah. Yeah. Not the subtitle of the episode.
Could be.
It's not. Yeah, I mean, I do like the ending, I guess, with the like, you've made a bad enemy. Oh, what? Are you going to put me in jail or something? No, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the big green skeleton that's out there somewhere.
That was a pretty big flex.
Yeah. When Jordan mentioned it, I completely forgot about the opening of the episode where he's stealing Pokemon barrels. They say Pokemon on them. And Blight is just there.
Plastic.
Yeah, plastic. Blight is just there as Blight already. Like he hasn't gone through any sort of like, I'm Derek Powers, which I guess was kind of fine. Like you didn't have to do this every time to watch him flake away. But then, much like I said already,
flake away.
It's just too late. The episode's already started. Just be Blight. But with Terry, like having that revelation kind of stupidly later, oh, what? They're the same person? Yeah. It's like the same, like when he's, Wayne Powers in this guy's wallet. Derek Powers is working with Blight. They must share wardrobes and voices. I don't know. It's just dumb to me. Sorry, Bob Goodman, and that's not your fault. That's the whole season, just keeping it a secret or whatever from Batman. But, that was something. Bruce Wayne being like, thank you. Batman.
That sucked.
Yeah, you're like, oh, they had so much weight behind it.
Yeah.
Like, if I have to or whatever.
Poor Bruce, he's just not over it. You know, we had that in the last episode, Barbara Gordon kind of called him out for just like loving his job too much. Job as Batman.
Please stay out of this. I'm going to touch this CD with my fingers. She said.
We had another like zip disc in this episode.
Yeah, in the little case and everything.
Which, come on. It could have been a treasure map.
Yeah, why did he need
grabs
to do it?
the zip disk, he puts it in the computer, he boots up the computer, and it just shows a map with a blinking X on it, and then like the Java what's the Flash animation continues on, and it says 10 p.m. Like,
and it says a giant 10 o'clock p.m. and then he turns to the guy and goes, 10 o'clock. Like, I think he can read that.
10 o'clock. What does that mean?
It's a clue.
It's some kind of code. 1000 10 0 10. The 00 looks kind of like eyeballs. Look at 10
degrees west.
West.
He went east. Blight, my dad. I did kind of like that like subplot that I'd forgot about, that like the guy that burst in, you're polluting our waters, here's our gross fish, was just like faking that, like making that up. He was hired by Paxton or whatever.
Right.
And he didn't have his accent later. That was kind of a neat little touch. Oh, he was bad all along.
Oh, he was racist all along.
Guy. Yeah, exactly. He told that guy to put on an accent and he said, are you sure? I mean, I don't have to do that.
Like just casually racist. I really want to put on an accent that I don't have.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry?
It's too late to apologize.
Oh,
man.
Oh, man.
Where's Clayface?
Clay.
Yeah.
Face.
Is he the net?
No, I don't want him to be the net.
I like how I guess the net like plugs into the machine or something.
Yeah.
It was kind of a weird invention. They're like, I'm building a net that'll work in conjunction with this machine. And then when they throw it, it just looks like a net. Like they could have made it like any sort of like, I don't know, high tech looking something. But you're like, just burst out of there like 3 different times. And then he finally just does burst out of there.
Yeah.
He kicks him and turns him back on.
Well,
shit.
He turned it off and back on again.
Yeah, he did. Rebooted Blight. Reboot the powers.
Oh shit! I don't know. With the dude like so willy nilly blasting everything with his hand beams, his little fucking green energy waffles. He just like does that all the time, and when it's a net. When a net hits him, he's just like, there's nothing I can do but flail around.
Yeah. And a little bit of the pacing of the action was kind of slow in this. There were moments like that where what? A net around my body? I'm going to look through the hole of the net to see my son smiling at me. And then my son will put his hand on the thing and turn the dial. And I'll go, ow! Like there's so many moments he could have gotten out of that in that time. And the same thing with Batman, like beating up the gun guys. Yeah. He like throws the fire extinguisher. Huh? What a fire extinguisher.
Where did this fire extinguisher come from? I'm going to seriously contemplate this for a good 38, maybe 41 seconds.
Minutes.
Let's see. Minutes? Oh, I guess I should contemplate it longer.
Batman.
What is Batman doing here?
And then when he punches those two guys at the same time, like it is a cool shot of him just double punching them in the chest, but it was also like really slow. And I was kind of like, what is he doing? Is he going to pick them up? Oh,
and the dude's just kind of folded over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like again, one of those situations where like the intricacies matter.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking that. Yeah.
If you ever need to punch two guys, don't walk between them and do this, because this isn't how you don't have power
there.
Jetting both.
Well, he's got super bat suit strength, I guess.
Still, it's an enhancement of, so it's still a fraction of like punch two-face, punch to face.
Yeah. Punch two-face.
Punch two-face, punch two guts.
That was where Clayface was. He was those two guys separated. We didn't say we're Clayfaces.
Oh, yep. Cool. Move on.
We're not going to either. But I think that was a product of, I feel like maybe whoever storyboarded A Touch of Curare was like, because the tendency in the scripts is like an action scene is just like Batman fights the guy. And the end result is this. And like the storyboard artists figure out like most of what happens unless they have more specific instructions. But like, so I figure whoever storyboarded the Curare episode was like, oh, okay, cool. I got ideas. We're going to show a close up of the policeman's feet on the thing. We're going to do, all this like extra details to lock you into what's going on.
We're going to Quentin Tarantino these policemen.
Yeah. Whereas the submarine, it's like, I don't know where I am in the submarine or how big the submarine is or like anything going on.
Oh yeah. What was the girl's name? His long lost love?
Miss Winston. Yeah.
Okay.
So I had to look. I don't remember.
We get Batman like following her, like tailing her. So it's just, she parks on the other side of this ramp that goes into the submarine.
Yeah.
They both walk down the ramp. She goes down the hole. So, but like Batman like goes down the ramp and just peers down into the hull and he's there.
Yeah.
Like it's a full nuclear submarine, but he is 10 feet from the entrance.
Miss Winston, I have an idea. If I hide inside a submarine, the nuclear like readings or whatever,
radiation.
This is what I say. This is my exact dialogue.
Whoops.
Miss Winston. Including this part.
Miss Winston.
We go in there and totally whoever's looking for me, but I can't find him. And then they just like walk down the ramp. This will do. Don't you want to go deeper? No. This room has a sandwich.
But also then Terry goes in there and he's like, hey, guess where I am.
Yeah, he had to walk past that.
He would have had to go past Derek
Don't look
Powers.
over here. Don't look over here.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm over here. Where am I? Come find me. I hadn't thought about that detail.
I bet you don't know where I am. Hold on. Don't turn around just yet.
Wait. Yeah. Peekaboo.
Cover your eyes. Count to 10. Count to 10.
He just walks up with his hands over his melting face. Guess who?
Miss Winston, my long lost love.
Who serves me sandwiches?
Sandwich. My sandwich maid.
Sandwench.
Sandwich. Oh man,
that's who she should have come back as.
I'm
in the
so
comics.
jealous you got a sandwich for lunch today.
Ooh,
I'm gonna take it.
He just took it. Okay, Batman's usefulness.
What did Batman do? Did he get a 10 or only a 2? I really gotta know. Tell me now. What is Batman's usefulness? Now.
Yes.
Good. Song good. We like song.
Usefulness? He
didn't really stop anybody.
He didn't really accomplish anything at the end of the day.
Yeah. I mean, he stopped Blight at the start, sort of, but Blight got away.
Yeah. And then he stopped Blight at the end, kind of, but then Blight got away.
And died, ? Probably not.
Nah, definitely not.
And then, every time that he like, I've got this. Well, so that's what I was getting at way earlier, I guess, is I wish that Terry had been truly like, oh, he's too far gone. Like he's so blinded by his like hatred of, Derek Powers, who killed my dad, and Blight, I guess a bad guy I don't like. They're the same guy. Oh man, like this, I'm really mad at him now. I'm double mad, triple mad. And he like, okay. And it's like taking over every decision he's making. He's way too mad at this and it's blinding him and he can't be Batman correctly. And Bruce Wayne's all mad at that and stuff. And they gloss over that so little, probably for time's sake, I guess. But I just wish that he had more of like even when the guy's going to kill him with the net, have him just kind of be like, yeah, good or whatever. And have that be some sort of lesson he has to learn. But you can't just kill the bad guy. Even if the bad guy killed your dad, it's not okay. Like, hey, I'm Bruce Wayne. I'm Bruce Wayne. If I found the guy that killed my parents, it would be like a huge deal. And I'd have to like restrain myself from murdering him and all this stuff. Whereas Terry McGinnis knows like the whole time and doesn't just go like, by the way, I'm going to just sneak into Derek Powers' room when he's sleeping and slit his throat.
Yeah.
Oh, and then they'll send me right back to juvie, won't it? Or whatever he says.
Well, in regards to his usefulness then, I'm going to give him like a 0.9 because just nothing changed.
Wow, okay.
Nothing changed other than he made some enemies.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give him 0.9 shocked board members over Zoom out of 10.
I was thinking that in that scene where he's blindly grabbing his face and just like throwing balls of energy everywhere.
Yeah.
You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. He says. All the like board members, Bruce Wayne, everybody are just like, fucking running around. And he's blowing holes in the walls and windows and everything. And it's like, if this was like a Zack Snyder or any just live action DC movie, he would have like obliterated 2 or 3 of the board members. They would just like burst into blood, guts and stuff, which was like, okay, blood guts and stuff with his sidekick stuff. Where, I don't know, like, I guess obviously they couldn't do that here. And I'm sort of glad that they didn't. Like, they would have had the restraint to not do that probably anyway. But it kind of would have added more. Like, Derek Powers did not feel very evil and foreboding in this episode. He was just like a helpless baby running around. That's how I felt anyway. He's like trying so hard to do anything and yet just failing and just kind of screaming and throwing stuff. Like, he's just not, I don't know, he's not getting what he wants, so he's just throwing a temper tantrum.
Yeah.
And then it could have been a little more emotional, I suppose. So I'll give Terry a 2, 1.7. I don't want to say sandwiches again.
Don't then.
Okay.
Say something else.
1.7, Batman looks ridiculous driving that hover thing, forklift, whatever, in the place at the start of the episode out of 10. There was a shot where he's just like, he kicks the guy off and gets in it and like, so he can move out of the way. And Derek Powers goes, Batman.
Yeah.
And then you just see Batman from behind, like driving a little car, and it just looks ridiculous. And I was like, this is not a pose Batman should be in. He does not look cool doing this.
Okay, Terry, we got to remember our driving lessons. Hands at 10 and 2.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. He's being very safe.
Check both ways before pulling out into traffic.
Barrels of Pokemon. It's time for Thoughts of the Week with Dylan Pollock.
Coming up next, it's another guest appearance from our favorite visiting superhero.
Dylan, you son of a bitch.
Coming.
It's time for the Thoughts of the Week with Dylan Pollock on Ascension, or Your Podcast is Out of Control. I just like the way he yells when he talks about his temper. Anyway, Your Podcast is Out of Control. I just like the way he yells when he talks about his temper. Anyway, there's a line where Batman goes, Powers is helping Blight. Boy, Terry really is not a detective. Also, I love that people are so distracted by the fish stench that was thrown at the table that they need a minute to discover the man whose skin is falling off and is glowing green. Also, quick shout out to Sherman Howard, who is fucking awesome as Derek Powers and Blight, and he doesn't really do much else. I feel like the only other thing I've seen him in is Day of the Dead and an episode of Malcolm in the Middle. I don't know. Think he rocks. Speaking of people who rock, Cary Elwes is the voice of Paxton, Blight's son. He's Wesley from The Princess Bride and Dr. Grunt from Saw. I kind of think that he would totally work as live action Derek Powers or Blight. Just me. What do you think? Also, do you think everyone around Derek Powers gets cancer? Is Blight immune to cancer? That's kind of a small bonus to the being irradiated thing. Anyway, time for the question of the week.
Thank you.
James' favorite part. Would you rather take a trip in a submarine or a helicopter? Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.
I've been in a submarine.
I've been in a helicopter.
Rock, paper, scissors, we shall.
Like, were you in like a moving submarine?
No, it was one at like OMSI, and which is a museum in Portland, Oregon. And
whoa!
I mean, middle-sized bus. Oregon.
No, that's like the biggest bus in
Is
Oregon.
it really? I don't know. Well, we're talking bus specifically. Sizes of buses. That's what I've been referring to this whole time.
Oh, I've been referring to
the
like
size of the town.
Yeah.
Oh. There was a submarine at a museum in middle-sized bus or whatever we were calling this. I don't understand. And we did like a Cub Scout sleepover thing in it, and it was very cramped. Yeah.
How haunted was it?
I don't remember, but
How cursed was it?
You hit your shins on the door a lot.
That's nice.
The like raised floor doors. Speaking of which, Blight just never trying to open a door in this episode. Blows off the handle and then opens the door, and you're like, just open the door. And then the next door, he rips the entire thing off the wall. Just open the door. Right? But he's so mad he has to do it this way.
Just really got to show that. Wait, I mean, it does show the extent of his rage in those moments. But like, also just open the door.
How does he eat a sandwich? Why does Sam? And
How
why
does he open a door?
Not melt away.
What happens when he goes poop?
I don't know, man.
Does he have glowing poops?
I hope so.
Wow.
I think he doesn't give everyone cancer because in some previous episode they talked about when he's wearing the skin that keeps the radiation at bay.
So then it doesn't when he's not skinned up.
Exactly. But he even says at the start of this episode, he's like, I suggest we do this quickly or something because you shouldn't be around me very long. I'm a guy that's a skeleton.
That is exactly what he said. I can't believe you have that memorized.
Yeah. I know. I just know these shows so well. Miss Winston.
Did you want to
Helicopter?
Helicopter.
I'd probably be in a helicopter, yeah.
Yeah, I'd do a helicopter again.
I've always wanted to. And there was a time when I was a young boy where I said, I want to be a helicopter pilot. And people asked what I wanted to do when I grew up.
Oh.
I just thought helicopters were cool. You seen that video? The guy's like, what are you staring at? Helicopter? Hell yeah. And then another guy goes, what are you guys staring at? Helicopter? Hell yeah. And then everybody just keeps going.
I haven't seen that. No, helicopters are cool, man. And it's weird to be like, I know my town. And then you get up in a helicopter. You're like, what the fuck am I looking at? What is all this? Where did you transport me to? That's not where I live.
What, 10 p.m.? Is that where I'm supposed to go?
10 p.m.
Just
go to the
big
X.
10 p.m. over the whole town. Someone spray painted it like that. I feel like it was funny the way he did the bat signal and next time use email.
Yeah.
And then still relevant reference, I suppose, but at the time, obviously being very like new.
Future.
Yeah. Use email. But then
next time, give me a call to my pager, and then I
like,
will go to a phone booth nearby and call you back at the number that you sent to my pager, and then we can do it that way instead of this archaic bat signal. Okay?
Wow, you remember the lines. That's really good.
Yeah.
Spider Conway. I just feel like I'm glad that that's not. It would have been funny if now like email, that thing that lasted like 2 years or something like that.
Yeah.
Like if that had happened, but and then he like leaves him a little disc and it's like you could have emailed him the map. Take your own advice, idiot.
Oh fuck! I didn't compare that. Like, oh my god.
I guess it's just a way of being future-y. Like normal present day Batman would have batteringed a map to the wall or batteringed like a coordinates or something. But like, a disc because it's the future.
Future disc.
Future disc. Books
or hip hop.
It's what I always do. I say it on the tag endings of the sound.
Books. Wow, look at us.
Fish.
Oh, that's not one of the options.
Do you think
fish
Aquaman could talk to those dead fish? Say, why are you dead? And they would say, it's a conspiracy. This man doesn't even have an accent. Are we putting this on the top 10 for Batman Beyond, do you think?
Well, maybe. Are you going to put it on the top 10
I don't
for Batman
know.
Beyond?
Well, my bottom number on Batman Beyond right now is The Winning Edge. I think I liked it better than The Winning Edge. I don't think I liked it better than any of the rest of them. Just Spellbound, even though you didn't like it so much and I have it pretty low, it still had some more interesting things. I'm so sorry. I'm drinking a White Claw. Give me a break.
I think I...
So I'm going to put it above The Winning Edge and kicks off Ascension. Kicks off The Winning Edge. That's what I said. It's number 10 now.
I am going to put it above The Winning Edge. Ooh. Or below The Winning Edge, but above Hose. Kicking off Hose.
So now we both have Ascension at number 10, and it's next to be.
Oh, wow. Look at us.
Sacrificed. Like I didn't notice you put a touch of curare, and every E has a different accent over the top. Every E, because you added another E to it.
I sure did. I'm funny.
I think so.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's time to go see how funny everyone else is in the future of Batman Beyond. They put all their jokes on a disc and nail it to the wall. Brian and I did just finish a weekend of, we recorded 6 podcasts that weekend. There was still one from earlier in the week and one from the last batch that we recorded in Big Bus. So we have 8, including this one right now. That's 8 episodes. in the can, ready to be made. Or
hopefully
whatever.
not the trash can.
The trash can, I threw them all away. I did have a very okay, I'll just say, I think I said it in the Discord, so it's not like it's a secret, but yeah, in our final episode we recorded, which was Bloodsport, we didn't realize until like half an hour after it happened, but the soundboard had ran out of room on the SD card and we weren't recording. And then we were like falling apart and dying because of that. And I got it figured out, and I very quickly deleted. Like, these are all the ones that we did this weekend. These are all the ones from before this weekend. Delete those ones. I already have those on my computer. Mm-hmm. And then after you left, I had this like I was like, okay, Brian's gone. Like, weekend's over. I'm gonna relax a little bit. And then I just had this like heart attack of, oh my God, I deleted the one with Joe off of that's the next episode after the one the listener is currently listening to, off of the card. Did I put that on my computer? I don't remember. And like, I was like panic attack almost. Like I was so close, like vibrating my body and stuff. And I ran in here and, okay, yes, I did put it on the computer. Jesus Christ. It was something. It was a weird ending to everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that's the nature of the beast, and luckily we don't encounter.
Before.
Yeah, luckily it hasn't really happened before. And it's just we've never really done that before, except for like our first batches recording so much, and so we never really have to be concerned about like whether or not 12 hours of recording is enough on a single SD card. I think it was
because I never removed anything from it. I was like, it's not even halfway full. Like this will be fine, but then it wasn't.
Yeah. But still, I mean, again, it wouldn't have been a problem if not for the volume in which we were doing these. Yeah. And for a good reason, because Jamie's going to need some time off soon.
Yeah. Like, you kept saying that during the podcast. For some reason, Jamie and I are recording all of these podcasts. There's going to be a baby 2, Electric Baby Lou soon.
Hooray.
We could probably do the mail for this one, though. We're inside of Ascension right now. The Blight Sinks in a Submarine episode. It feels like it was 12 years ago that we recorded.
Wow, that doesn't even feel like it was in the batch that we did. Was that in the batch that we did? It was before?
It was the last batch. You see? It was so long ago. We don't even
Wow, this is gonna be really hard moving forward. You'd be like, you remember this episode? Be like, that was literally months ago. No, I don't.
Yeah. Well, but listener, if you would like to reach out to us, and we'll do our best to figure out what the fuck you're talking about, like the cat at the end of World's Finest Part 3. You can send a 60-second voice message or a short-ass email to batwagonpod@gmail.com. Or leave a comment on today's episode on the Pod Tower YouTube channel or Spotify. But please don't spoil anything past this episode for Brian. Everyone's been really good at that for a while now, so thank you.
Yeah.
This is last listener. Episode comments and emails on A Touch of Carrare or Are There Jesus? And this comes to us from Banana Man, who says okay.
Oh, okay. Oh my God, it feels like it's going to be okay now.
Yeah, it's fine. I should just always start with that one. But after the soundboard stops recording, I just dial up Banana Man. We really need an okay at this
Banana
time.
Man, can you please just send an okay to the Discord, anything at all?
Ashley Tutchin says, oh my gosh, I didn't realize Tia Carrera sang the song from Mask of the Phantasm. I mainly know her from Wayne's World and Lilo and Stitch. Yeah, I said this in the Mask of the Phantasm episode. Apparently you didn't listen to that.
Hey, wait. Ashley, don't let Jamie get you down.
Everything I've ever said.
Don't with the amount of stuff that we forget. I mean, come on.
No, I've never forgotten a single thing. Tia Carrera is coming to Sydney for a convention here in a few weeks. Now I'm going to have to ask her about Phantasm. Please report back. I wonder if she even remembers doing that.
I wonder if she's jumped on the Bat-Wagon. You should tell her all about the podcast and tell her to become a Dylan Pollock member, level supporter.
Tell her you're in contact with Watchtower Database. She can be a guest on our rewatch that someone makes us do of Mask of the Phantasm via buymeacoffee.com.
Wow, can you imagine?
That would be cool.
That'd be great.
Be like, hey, you're on here because you sang a song that they put in the credits. You know nothing about this movie. What did you think? I would like to hear her opinion on the movie, I think. Lanola Cola, I wonder if Curare went in the vat of Mountain Dew Voltage instead of Baja Blast. Oh, because she's blue. AO, a July Talk name drop. I got one of their albums last year. Nice.
Wait.
Brian likes this.
Wait. Who's it that?
That was Lanola Cola. I don't know what album.
Hell yeah.
Tell us before.
Tell me.
Tell us right now. That's so
Such
cool.
a good album.
This is from Neo Gotham Tourism Board. Exciting update. Fun summer radiation check. Gotham has been host to a radioactive skeleton man for who knows how long.
Well, hi there, Gotham. It's the Neo Gotham Tourism Board. I hope y'all are doing well. I am so excited to announce that Gotham was recently host to a radioactive skeleton man running around emitting all kinds of radiation. So now is a perfect time for you and your family to go toward Gotham's top-tier medical facilities and get your cells checked. Make sure they're growing right. I myself have been told I'm not capable of getting cancer because the doctor said the various mutagens, pathogens, and goat steroids I was exposed to during my time at LexCorp have created something far worse. They've referred to it as something new, yet something old and unsettlingly familiar. They get really silent whenever they look at a scan, and they've told me they've experienced insomnia afterwards. But, you know, for those of you who weren't doing that in the far gone days of the 1900s, what a wonderful time to go to the doctor. Maybe they'll give you a lollipop and a sticker. All right, well, I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll be back in touch with new fun things to do in Gotham soon. Bye.
I'm glad you're keeping your spirits up in the future versus your time with LexCorp in the past. It's great to hear. Even with the John Carpenter monster growing inside of you or whatever's going on. This is from Kyle Ascension. Batman Beyond Season 1 comes to an end.
Hello, Big Mac and McJib. Let's go with that. Ascension is an interesting episode because of its statement, whether on purpose or not, about big business. This failed son in his father's eyes is brought in to be the CEO because Glowstick McGee is slowly dying because he's burning through his skin too much. And I'm just going to say it because I'm sure we're all thinking it. When he's in that skin grafting machine, does it give him a dick? I'm only saying it because I'm sure everybody was thinking it. Also, this is probably really our first real season finale. I know seasons have come to an end, but we know the DCAU writers were never really thinking that way. And I do think this does work successfully as a season finale. It's a good episode, maybe even really good, but not great and not bad. And it's hard to do those things right. And I think that they did that here.
I do wonder if that was a purposeful thing. Because, there's later on, Bruce Timms talked about like, we never know when the last season we'll ever get on anything is. So nowadays we start making every season end with some kind of climactic, this might be the last thing ever, so here you go.
Wow,
but they weren't doing that yet with Batman Beyond. So it's kind of coincidental, I think, that this does feel like a sort of a bookend to Rebirth and whatever with Derek Powers stuff.
Yeah.
But that's good. I'm glad it is. Last first is Mark Aquino. Ascension, or he's in a sub. Everybody look at him because he's hiding in a sub. I hope this is a reference to something that I don't get. It's been a rough 2 weeks for yours truly, so please be patient with me if my comment isn't fully formed or funny. That's no excuse. I don't know. I hope you're okay. This is pretty much the first time in the DCAU that we've had an intentional season finale. I personally have made arguments in the past that certain STAS episodes could work as finales and openers of their respective seasons. I will get into that right now, though, for the sake of our beloved Brian. His current patience with STAS has become as thin as Derek Powers' fake skin. Speaking of, we find out that pettiness is just crumbling away. We find out that pettiness and being awful to people are a Powers family tradition as we meet his son Paxton. Rich people giving their children unusual names is even a thing in future Gotham, I see. At least it's not a name that sounds like a mathematical equation like the son of a certain real-life evil billionaire. But hey, we're here to have fun, so let's not mention him. Hey, he just got fired or whatever, so that's funny. Anywho, I did appreciate that in the end, Terry goes the honorable route and doesn't take out Blight in revenge of his own father's death. His character growth has been quietly building over the course of this season, but it fully shows here, and I liked that. While the story itself feels a bit rushed and probably should have been a two-parter, it's still a very solid, rock-solid episode and a fitting conclusion to the season. Boss, biggest bear hugs to the #1 podcast hosts in this here multiverse of ours. Joan Severance, and Belinda Chandra. Okay.
Who's that?
I don't know. Let's find out.
I'll look up Belinda Chandra.
Yeah. Joan Severance?
I think so.
Oh, yeah. Actress. Oh, I know this woman. She's in movies.
I don't know this fictional character, but she is in a season of Doctor Who that I have not yet watched.
Oh my God. Leaving spoilers for Brian.
I mean, it's Doctor Who. You kind of like couldn't spoil. I mean, you could spoiler it, but like, you know.
Everything's happened and not happened.
Yeah.
Praise for our Lord and Savior Dylan Pollock. Keep up the great work on your own podcast. Remember to tell Gab that she rules. 55. Likewise to all of his loyal disciples, all the names, and all the awesome sauce listeners of this Yoppie community of ours. Y'all the absolute best. Don't you forget that. Goodbye, Blight. May you go on peaceful underwater strolls like Metallo before you and the Pirates of the Caribbean after you. Till next week, futuristic smoke bomb. Thank you, Mark, and thanks, everybody else. It was a nice, brief mail segment, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I like it when it's speedy and swift and short and small and... Does the skin graft thing give him a penis? I'm not really sure. You know
who probably knows?
Naked, I guess.
Past us.
Dan. Oh. Dan? Yeah. Does it give him a penis?
Ask the ham predator.
Yeah, he's not listening at the moment. He's on his phone.
Good.
In the water? Was he in water? I think he was in water last.
Your call,
anyway,
dude.
Okay, that's the mail. Goodbye. And we're back from the future.
How do you do?
Well, Brian.
Oh, I'm glad you're doing well.
Yeah, I'm doing well, Brian. The name of the next episode, it's a Superman episode.
God.
We only have 3 left. God. I'm just so happy to watch Superman, he's saying. Oh, he's just singing about God. We don't do that here.
Here's the God it never.
Gods.
Gods.
Makes me want to wag my God?
Okay, give me the name of the episode.
Okay, it's called The Demon Reborn.
Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Demon.
Mm-hmm. Don't limit yourself.
New or old?
Old.
Old demon?
Old demon.
Where's my cheat sheet?
Mr. Demon.
I'm going to play with this little tiny N64 controller while you look at your cheat sheet.
Do that. Who's the most
N64 ASMR.
There's so many villains, dude.
Yeah, baby.
Carcool.
No.
Darkseid.
No.
Shit.
You get 3 more guesses.
3 more guesses?
I'm going to let you get this one because you can do it. Sometimes it's not a literal demon. Sometimes words mean other words in different languages.
Demand.
You demand, Reborn.
Wait, demon, what's the title?
The Demon Reborn.
The Demon Reborn.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a Lex episode?
No.
Fuck.
What made you think that?
Well, just because of his like character.
Oh, no. Sometimes words mean other words in different languages.
I don't know demon in other languages.
Sometimes names are pronounced in a way that we can't agree on. Sometimes Ra's al Ghul is the answer.
What is your hint?
His name means the demon's head, which has been said in many episodes and talked about on this podcast a couple times.
No, it hasn't.
That's right. You're right, actually. I was lying to you.
Does it really?
Yeah. I said Joe was going to join us, and hopefully that's happening.
Oh, I
for
forgot
real.
about that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
He's still scrolling his cheat sheet, even though I've given him the answer, everyone.
Yeah. I'm just going to call you out for not having Ra's al Ghul on the Superman villain cheat sheet.
That would be because he's not a Superman villain.
Well, you said it was the guy we had. That's right. So he is Batman. He is Batman.
He is Batman.
Oh, that's a fucking curveball.
It is. Yeah.
That's not okay.
What's going to happen in this episode? Bat.
God, he's going into the Mountain Dew again.
Actually, no.
Yeah, he is.
Nope.
Darkseid's going into the goo.
Darkseid goes in the goo.
Lobo's coming back. He's drinking the dew.
Very, much like Terry McGinnis, is a great detective. He says,
fuck you.
Is it Darkseid? I say no. I got it. Darkseid's going in the goo. I'm smart. I got it. I did it.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at this.
Look, this is a terribly hard game for me to ever ask you to do, but do you have any ideas of how Ra's al Ghul v Superman might be working? And it's not goo adjacent.
Coming.
Shit a hell. Shit a hell, man.
No, I don't have any idea. When is the last time we saw, when was the last time we saw him?
I want to say Avatar, which is, there's a spooky Cleopatra woman in the basement of this place. And I went down there and goop, goop, goop.
But where did he end off?
He was given the suck by Cleopatra. And then they went outside the place and he was back into a normal looking Ra's al Ghul. They were in the desert and he says, here's my pea canteen, I'm Ubu. And then they said leave and then they walked different directions.
Yeah. So I wonder if he's getting his powers back.
Oh, wait, no. Am I thinking of demons? No, I might.
Either way.
It doesn't matter.
I don't fucking know, man.
Okay. Superman punches an old man and caves his face in.
Yeah. That's fun.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see you next week, everybody, for that. Please give us a follow or subscribe wherever you may be listening to this. Please leave us a 5-star review on your... I was checking if we were touching feet and we're not. Can we be? No, that's okay. It's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
It's a big desk, but we're bigger.
We have... It's a big desk, but we're bigger desks. Please leave us a 5-star review on your podcatcher of choice. You'll damn well hear... I'm so sorry. Oh, my God. You'll damn well hear it read on the show. Thank you to everyone listed in the description for their musical themes and help in making this podcast as yoppy as it can be. Go check out their stuff. And thank you, of course, to you, the listener, for listening.
We didn't do a single Vits plug.
What's a Vits? How do we find a Vits? Here at the end of the episode, how do we do it?
I would once again say Instagram. However, Vits has a website.
Damn.
Vits, V-I-T-Z, photography.com.
Hell yeah.
Because go check out your boy. And if you're in like the Seattle area, maybe like book your boy for a photo shoot.
Who's my boy?
Vits.
Oh, that makes sense.
Book your girl.
Book your girl.
Book your girl, Vits. Yeah.
Vits can do it.
That's true.
Yeah.
And probably be your friend.
And take photos as well.
Just all these things. Love it.
All right. Now, how do we end the episode?
We sing a song from Boy Scouts.
Okay. I think I can do that. The moose.
The moose is on fire.
No. You repeat.
The moose.
No.
The moose.
No.
The moose is on fire.
No, you repeat. No.
We don't need no water. Let the moose burn. Burn. Moose burn.
All right.
Bum, 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 bum,
that was the
bum,
Boy
bum,
Scout
bum,
song
bum,
that we used to sing in Boy Scouts.
Bum, 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 bum. Hello, my name is Moose, and I'm a dumb moose. I'm not old or new, but moose. 5th grade like moose. I don't know, mofo. If y'all peeps be bugging, giving props to my moose because she's fly, because I can't take that heat because me other white meat known as Kid Funky Moose.
Everybody's left already, so
there is nobody in this room but us.
Just wrap up here.
Okay.
See you later.
Bye.
See you next week for Ra's al Ghul v Superman. Feet Joe, hopefully.
Joe Feet
are on Moose. Goodbye.
Why would his feet be on a moose?
Because he's standing on the moose.
Oh, yeah.
According to his son, Derek Powers was hiding aboard the sub when its long-dormant reactor apparently breached.
You made a bad enemy tonight.
What are you gonna do? Testify against me in that mask?
Oh, I wasn't talking about me. I'm the least of your worries.
Although divers continue to inspect the wreckage, the remains of Derek Powers have yet to be found.
So, he melted with the sub.
Sure he did.
Jump on the Bat-Wagon is hosted and edited by yours truly, James Strecker, and co-hosted by yours Briley, Brian Maneely. This podcast is brought to you by the Watchtower Database, your one-stop shop for all things DC Animated Universe. To send us a Yoppie beverage, nab some sick show merch, or support us on Patreon, you can visit the links in today's show notes. And thank you very much. Please leave us a 5-star review on your app of choice and follow us wherever you listen to never miss a new show. And we'll see you next episode, same PP time, same poo-poo channel.